Hi, I'm Victoria Kann, and I am the author and illustrator of the Pinkalicious and Puppeteers books. The type of art that I do is called collage art.
Hum tuddly-tee now.
Who could that be now? Humming a melody.
Could it be Who There?
Maybe it's Pooh Bear.
Pooh? Well, that's me.
He's ready to poo.
Come and find me.
He's ready to poo. He's in the book. He's ready to poo.
Your names remind me.
Everyone knows he's ready to poo. He's ready to poo.
And all my friends here.
He's ready to poo.
Come have a look.
He's ready to poo.
The fun never ends here.
Everyone knows he's ready to poo. Ready to poo.
Hi, I'm Victoria Kann, and I am the author and illustrator of the Pinkalicious book series. And I am also co-executive producer of the TV show on PBS Kids, Pinkalicious and Puppeteers.
Pinkalicious, Fishtastic. I felt a tug on my line. Peter and I were fishing. I caught something, I cheered. I reeled in my line. Get ready, I told Peter. Here comes the prettiest, pinkest fish in the... I stopped short. Something was on my line, but it wasn't pretty. And it wasn't a fish. Ha ha ha! Peter laughed. You caught an old boot. Where are the fish? I asked. Then I felt a tug. This is it, I said. My Pinkatastic catch. I reeled in a shell. Suddenly, Peter's rod wiggled. I got something, he said. Peter pulled out a big fish. It had big eyes, crooked teeth, and sharp fins. Wow, Peter said. What an odd fish. He held the fish up to my face. I caught the best fish ever, Peter said. I jumped away. Ew, I said. More like the ugliest fish ever. At least I caught a fish, Peter bragged. That is not a fish, I said. It's a monster. A monster fish, Peter said. Cool. He put the fish in a bucket of water. I'm going to take him home as a pet, he said. We peeked inside the bucket. The monster fish's mouth was open. I think he's hungry, Peter said. He dumped the rest of our bait into the bucket. Hey! I yelled. How am I going to catch a Pinkatastic fish without bait? Oops, said Peter. Peter went to get more bait. I was alone with the monster fish. Yuck, I said. The monster fish looked up. His eyes met mine. They were huge. They also looked a little sad. I looked at the big ocean. I looked at the small bucket. You don't like it in that tiny bucket, do you? I asked the fish. The fish bumped into the side of the bucket. He made a splash with his tail. Poor fishy, I said. I bet you want to go home. I'll help you, I said. I put the monster fish back into the ocean. Peter came running over. My monster fish! He yelled. What happened? Before I could respond, we heard a loud splash. The monster fish was diving through the waves. He looks happy now, I said. I guess he does, Peter said. Suddenly the fish blew some bubbles. It made a beautiful noise. It sounds like singing, I said. The bubbly water droplets made an amazing melody. Wish, whoosh, fizz, tink, tink, ting. The tune was so pretty, we couldn't help but hum along. A dolphin and a school of pink fish swam over. So did a family of sea stars. They loved this song as much as we do, said Peter. More fish gathered to listen. They flapped and splashed their fins to the music. I watched the monster fish. He didn't look so ugly anymore. I barely noticed his sharp fins or his big eyes. Your fish isn't beautiful because of how he looks, I told Peter. He's beautiful because of how he sounds. The monster fish spewed a fountain of water and sang a final note. Then he jumped out of the ocean straight toward me. The monster fish gave me a big, wet kiss. I laughed. You're quite welcome, I said. You might not be pink-a-pretty, I told the fish, but you are magnificent. Pinkalicious and the Cupcake Calamity. On Sunday morning, we saw a huge crowd outside Mr. Swizzle's ice cream shop. I stopped to see what was happening. Step right up, folks, Mr. Swizzle called. Behind him was a pink curtain. Prepare your taste buds, said Mr. Swizzle. Dessert is about to be served. He lifted the curtain. The crowd gasped. Right in front of me was the biggest, fanciest machine in the world. Lights were flashing, gears were turning. It hummed, buzzed, and beeped. Behold, said Mr. Swizzle, my Cupcake Create-O-Matic. Just add $1 and your cupcake will bake right on the spot. I couldn't wait to try it. Me first, I said. I ran to the machine and put in my $1. I chose a strawberry cupcake with pink frosting and pink sprinkles. I pressed the green button. Nothing happened. Bake, I said, pressing again, but no cupcake came out. Let me try, said Allison. One after the other, people put their money in, but nothing came out. What's going on here? The crowd started to grumble. People were getting upset. So was I. I wanted my cupcake. I'm so sorry, said Mr. Swizzle. Let me get the owner's guide. I'll have this fixed in a jiffy. I couldn't wait that long. I wanted a pink cupcake. I thought. I looked hard at the machine. I walked around to the back. There was a little door big enough to squeeze through. So I did. The Cupcake Create-O-Matic was amazing inside. Mixing bowls whirred as batter stirred, sprinkles and frosting drizzled everywhere. I started poking around. The batter was blending nicely. It tasted good, too. There were belts full of cupcake wrappers, all ready to be filled. I swapped out the plain ones for ones with polka dots. Then I saw that only half of the machine was working. The mixers weren't pouring batter into the wrappers. There must be a power switch in here somewhere, I said to myself. I looked up, and there it was. The switch was way up at the top of the machine. I climbed all the way there. It's cupcake time, I said as I flipped it on. The Cupcake Create-O-Matic started rumbling right away. In fact, it started rattling. Then it started shaking. Uh-oh, I said. The machine started filling up with batter. I wanted to eat a cupcake, I said, not be a cupcake. Something was definitely wrong. The machine shook from side to side. The walls were starting to crack. What was going on? I cried. Boom! The next thing I knew, I was outside again. The walls of the machine had fallen down around me. Pinkalicious! Cried Mr. Swizzle. What are you doing up there? Are you okay? I blinked. I smiled. Yes, I am perfect. In fact, I couldn't be better, I said. The crowd roared with laughter. Mr. Swizzle looked relieved. Dig in, everyone, he said. Everyone loved the giant treat. Sorry about your machine, I told Mr. Swizzle. That's okay, Pinkalicious, he said. "From now on, I'll stick to ice cream and leave the cupcakes to you."
Do you know Pinkalicious? Have you read any of the books? Pinkalicious, Purplelicious, Goldalicious, Silverlicious, Emeraldalicious, Aqualicious, Peterific, or one of the I Can Read books? Well, I have a new I Can Read book that just came out this summer, and I wanted to read it to you. It's all about Pinkalicious and the pink, adorable pony. And I'm going to read you the story, and then afterwards we're going to do a little art activity. Are you ready? Okay. If you have the book, open it up and read along with me. Otherwise, just sit back and listen to the story. "Howdy, Pinkertons," a cowgirl said to my family. "I'm Cowgirl Cassidy. Welcome to the Pink Pines Ranch." "I want to ride the most amazing horse at the whole ranch," I said. Cowgirl Cassidy laughed. "How about Flash?" she suggested. "He's our fastest horse." I shook my head. "What about Polka Dot?" Cowgirl Cassidy asked. "She's very gentle." I shook my head again. The horses were all pretty, but I wanted more. I wanted amazing. Suddenly, I heard a cowboy yell, "Whoa!" The cowboy was circling around the smallest pony I'd ever seen. "Oh, look at that petite pony." Petite is a word for small in French. "She's a miniature pony," Cowgirl Cassidy said. "She doesn't have a name yet." "I want to name her," Peter said. Cowgirl Cassidy laughed. "We have a rule here," she said. "If you train the horse, you name the horse." "Our Pee-wee pony isn't trained yet," she said. I waved at the mini-tastic pony. "Hello, teeny tiny pony," I said. The pony just stared at me. "Oh, excuse me," I said. "You must only speak the language of horses." "Nay," I said to the pony. "Nay," the pony replied. "She spoke to me," I gasped. "May I ride her?" I asked. "I'm sorry, Pinkalicious," Cowgirl Cassidy said. "She hasn't let anyone close enough to ride her yet." "You can ride Cloud instead," Cowgirl Cassidy told me. Cloud was sweet, but I couldn't stop thinking about the itsy bitsy pony. Suddenly, I heard another yell. "Hold on, partners!" A tall cowboy galloped over. "The Pee-wee pony escaped," he said. "Poor pony," I said. "Y'all split up to search for her," said Cowgirl Cassidy. Mommy and I went to the hills. "Come out, little pony," we called. We yelled and yelled, but no pony came trotting over. Then I remembered how the pony spoke with me back in the corral. "Nay!" I yelled. "Nay!" I heard back. "It's the pony!" Mommy gasped. "Nay!" I called again. "Nay! Nay!" the pony replied. "There she is," I said. The little pony was up on a hill in the field of pink pine trees. "Bray!" I whinnied. "Bray!" The pony whinnied back. "She likes you, Pinkalicious," Mommy said. The pony walked toward me. "Wow!" I gasped. Her mane was pink with soft pine needles. "Nay," I said to the pony. "That means hello," I told Mommy. The pony nuzzled my cheek. "Let's get her home," Mommy said. "Bray," I told the pony. "That means let's go." The pony followed me to her corral. "The Pee-wee pony is safe," Cowgirl Cassidy cheered. "3 yee-haws for Pinkalicious! Yee-haw! Yee-haw!" Can you do this with me? The last one, are you ready? Yee-haw! That was very good. Thank you for doing that. See, I'm totally in the mood. That's why I'm wearing my pink bandana. Maybe you're wearing your pink bandana, or maybe you're wearing Your old cowboy hat. I didn't have one, unfortunately. The pony pranced in front of me. Yee-haw! Cowgirl Cassidy said. It looks like the pony wants you to ride her, Pinkalicious. Cowgirl Cassidy fetched her saddle. Giddy up, I said. The pony and I galloped around her corral. I waved at my family. Howdy, partners, I said. Pinkalicious trained the pony, Peter said. She sure did, Cowgirl Cassidy said. That means she gets to name her. Oh, I know the perfect name, I said. Minnie. The pony grunted and stomped. I don't think she likes that, Peter said. How about Pinky? I tried again. Cutie? Munchkin? The pony huffed and snorted. I said. She needs a name that's as pink adorable as she is. Suddenly the horse neighed and pranced. She likes that, Peter said. I gave the tiny pony a hug. Meet Pink Adorable, the most pinkatastic, pinkerific pee-wee pony at Pink Pines Ranch. That's a lot of peas. Try saying that 10 times fast. The end. There they are together. So, are you ready to make something? Let's make something fun. So, I have my Make Things box. Do you have a Make Things box? See, my Make Things box has lots of stuff inside. So, whenever I want to make something, I just go and collect some nice material. So, I thought it'd be fun to make a little horsey puppet. What do you think of my neighs? I practice. I do. I listen to the show, Pinkalicious and Pewterific, and I listen to Goldie, because Goldie has perfect neighs. Okay, so this is how we make this beautiful little puppet. You take a piece of paper, and I'm going to take yellow because our Pink Adorable pony is yellow. And you can get a parent or a caregiver or somebody to help you. So you take your yellow paper and you fold it in half like this. Now I've drawn right here a little pony shape. It's actually very easy to do. A pony shape for the head is really, it's just like a triangle, like that. And then it has another shape coming off of it. And that's the head. This is going to be the ear up here, and that's the head. So there's the shape. Do you see? And then you take your pair of scissors, or you get somebody to help you, and you cut it out. See, I folded the paper so that I am not going to cut this edge. That means one less edge for me to cut. Do you like to make things? I love making things. It makes me so happy. The reason making things is fun is because you get to express yourself creatively. Plus, you get to have things that nobody else has because you've made them. All right, so here we go. Here's the head of my pony, and here's a straw. So now I just take that straw and I'm going to tape it. And you know from the show that Pinkalicious, and from the books, they have a little pony toy that they pretend to ride that's like a real pony. I don't know if you've ridden horses, but I think it's very hard to ride a horse. They're very large animals. So it's kind of cute that Pinkalicious Got a little pony. All right, now I'm just taping it closed. There you go. Then I am taking a black pen and a pink pen. And here I am just drawing, right here, I am drawing an eye. And then I'm drawing the little circle for the nose. And then a big smile. My pony is smiling. And I'm doing it on the other side too. And then I'm going to have a nice pink cheek circle. You may have noticed that all my characters have that pink cheek circle. So that looks pretty good, right? So now we just need the mane. And the way you make that is I have some ribbon in my Make Things box. I love ribbon, and I love curled ribbon. So I just cut off a piece of the hot pink, and then I'm cutting off a piece of the other pink, and then I've got light pink, and I'm just cutting off a piece. So I've got 3 pieces of ribbon, and I am just gathering them all up. And that is the beautiful mane. And I have my finger right in the center, and I am just folding it like this. Look at that. That is going to be the mane. And then, do you see how pretty that looks? And then I am just taping it right here to the top of our Pinkatastic Pretend Pony, our puppet. There it is. Now, would you all neigh with me? Would you try? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my pony. My pony goes so fast. There it goes. Thank you so much for joining me. I love being with you. And don't forget to think pink. Thank you.
Now's the time to close the book.
Though we've just begun, it's true.
We'll say goodbye until another day.
Another day with new adventures on the way.
They're on the way.
We're on our way.
So off we go. We won't be far. We'll be waiting here for you.
With hills to run
and higher trees to climb.
And someone there to catch you
In the nick of time. So it's goodbye for now. To all of you, we'll meet again when you all come into the book of goodbye for now. Goodbye for now. To all of you.
From here among all the best of friends, here where the story never ends. Back in the 100
Mom, I'm home.
Wood, here in the Book of Back in the 100-acre wood, here in the Book of